If you love New Hampshire's lakes, then you know just how vital they are to, well, to everything here. But they're facing a really serious threat. The solution, though, it's surprisingly simple, and it might just be sitting right in your backyard. Today, we're going to look at how an ordinary barrel can become the hero our lakes desperately need.
I mean, look at this. This is the image we all have in our heads when we think of New Hampshire, right? That crystal clear water, those peaceful shorelines. It's really the heart of our community. It's a treasure we all share, and we all have a role to play in protecting it.
But that pristine beauty is up against a hidden enemy, and it's not coming from some big factory or a single pipe. Nope, it's coming from all of us, in a way that most people never, ever think about.
And the scale of this problem it's just staggering. According to the Soak Up the Rain New Hampshire program, a whopping 90% of our state's water pollution comes from one single widespread source. So what on earth could it be?
It's called stormwater runoff. See, in a natural forest, rain just soaks into the ground, right? It gets filtered by the soil and the plants. But in our neighborhoods, it hits all these hard surfaces, our roofs, our driveways, our patios, and instead of soaking in, it just runs. It creates this hidden polluted river that flows straight into our lakes.
So let's actually follow the journey of a single rainstorm. You'll see exactly how this happens. It's a chain reaction, and it starts right at home. It all begins right here, with rain hitting the roof of a totally normal house. Your roof is what's called an impervious surface, which is just a fancy way of saying water can't soak through it. It's designed to get rid of water, to shed it. And get this, a single 1-inch storm on an average-sized roof can create over 800 gallons of runoff. 800!
So all that water funnels into your gutters and downspouts, and it starts picking up speed and power. As it gushes across your lawn and your driveway, it gets strong enough to actually start eroding the soil. You know those little channels you see after a heavy rain? That's what's happening.
But it's the stuff you can't see that does the most damage. This runoff acts like a magnet, picking up this really nasty cocktail of pollutants. Now, the crucial ones here are nitrogen and phosphorus, and they often come from our lawn fertilizers. You can think of these as pure junk food for algae. So when they wash into the lake, they fuel these huge explosive algae and cyanobacteria blooms that turn our beautiful clear water all green and murky. It chokes out aquatic life, and it can even be toxic.
Okay, but this is where the story gets a whole lot more hopeful. Because there is a brilliantly simple, totally low-tech, and incredibly effective way to stop this pollution right at the source.
So how can one simple, ordinary barrel possibly stand up to such a big problem? Well, the answer is pretty cool. It's all about interrupting that journey from the rooftop to the lake. It works in 3 easy steps. First, you connect it to your downspout, and it captures that torrent of water coming off the roof. Second, it holds onto that water, keeping hundreds of gallons out of that polluted runoff stream during a storm. And third, it lets you use that water later on, slowly, where it can soak right into your garden, just like nature always intended. The difference is it's night and day. Without a barrel, that whole pollutant cocktail flows straight into our lakes. With a barrel, you stop the pollution and you get a free source of fresh water for your plants. It is a total win-win.
And you know, the best part is that this isn't some huge, complicated, expensive project. Installing a rain barrel is something pretty much any homeowner can do.
So here's what a finished setup looks like. See? The barrel just sits right under your downspout, usually on a little stand to give the spigot some height. It's a really clean, simple setup that starts protecting our waterways with the very next rainstorm. It's immediate.
And the benefits? They go way beyond just the lake. By using this stored rainwater, you're actually saving money on your water bill. You're giving your garden chlorine-free water, which it will absolutely love. You're preventing that erosion from damaging your own yard. And you're even helping protect your foundation by directing all that water away from the house.
This is where one person's action really starts to multiply. So let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture.
This right here, this is the ultimate goal. Just imagine a whole community of homes where each one is capturing their runoff, creating this collective landscape that works with nature, not against it. Every single yard becomes part of the solution, which leads directly to healthier lakes for all of us to enjoy.
And that is the incredible power of all of us acting together. One rain barrel, it makes a difference, for sure. 10 rain barrels on a street, that makes a bigger difference. 100 rain barrels in a neighborhood, that can have a measurable, truly transformative impact on the health of our local water. So, let's end with this thought. A single barrel is a powerful tool for protecting your own property and for doing your part.
But when we start to see it as a community-wide effort, well, it becomes a symbol of our shared commitment to these beautiful New Hampshire lakes we all call home. Just think, what could we accomplish if we all decided to soak up the rain together?